The HTC M8 was 2014's best built and best performing phone. Here are my top 5 things I'd like for HTC to change for the HTC M9. So without further ado, let's jump right into the changes I'd like to make. First of all, I'd like to see a slightly larger display, maybe a 5.2 inch display on the HTC One M9, and it should be a 2K display, as with flagships coming out this year at the end of 2014 as well as next year, HTC must stay in the game of providing the best spec hardware ever in order to compete with other brands such as Apple and Samsung. Second, I'd like to see this bezel go. This bezel is just an extra space that the phone is taking, and I'd much rather prefer something at the back, like a further antenna, in order to cover up this bezel, because not only does this make the phone longer, it also makes the dimensions not equal. And I think one of the biggest problems with this phone is the fact that it is too tall for many of us out there. Number 3, I'd like this camera to change. No matter what HTC said about the dual ultra pixel camera, it just doesn't serve its purpose. I know you can focus on objects that are close by and nearby. However, I haven't even used it that often, and I can see other phones doing the same thing without the extra camera. Why not just replace this camera with a 16 megapixel camera and be done with the gimmicks? And you can get much sharper images and much crisper photos and less complaints nonetheless. Number 4, I'd like to see an improvement in the speaker quality of the HTC One M9. The HTC One M8 speakers are very loud, but as you see with technology, it progresses every year, and I'd like to see a drastic improvement for the speakers of the HTC One M9. And hopefully dust doesn't get stuck into these speakers like I have got on my HTC One M8. Lastly, I'd like to see an improvement in the overall feel of the phone. Now, as you know, this aluminum finish is by no means a slouch. However, you get it to slip so often, I've dropped it quite a couple of times just holding on to it without a case. That's why I use a transparent case most of the time when I'm with this phone. However, HTC may be able to acknowledge this fact by providing a textured finish or just a coating of something that sticks to your skin so the phone doesn't fall as often. Lastly, I know it's a big ask, but I've been meaning to tell HTC that their software needs a bit of a revamp. I know the Sense 5 and the Sense 6 UIs have been very similar to stock Android. However, I'd like to see a better use of the multitasking feature. Now, I know this is not bad. However, swiping each app like this may be a pain, and crossing them out is just not Androidy. And I want the Android swiping back. I've seen this already on the HTC Sense 6 or 7 UI that is going to come out for coupled with Android Lollipop. So hopefully HTC can fix all these problems by the time the HTC One M9 or HEMA is ready to be announced. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a like rating if you did, and support the video by sharing it to other people. If you want to see anything else that was not mentioned in the HTC One M9 for 2015, be sure to leave it in the comments below, and maybe other people will read it and acknowledge the fact. Anyways, that's been it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.